Chapter 31. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Top 4 Kane Madoka/Akami Homura Gods and Demons. With the end of the top 5 of the Golden List, perhaps the will of the star god who made the list is no longer Emperor Gong himself, but is at the extreme of his destiny, so he has no desire. Without desire and wish, the Golden List did not show any abnormality in the starry sky world, but fell into silence. During the period of silence of the Golden List, many events happened in the 10,000 worlds. Super God World. After watching the movies, The Hunting God, and His Faith, Kaisha made up her mind not to care about personal feelings. She organized the troops to hunt Morgana throughout the universe, killing all the demons wherever she went, deleting all the dark data, leaving no chance to breathe. The Three Kingdoms world. Chao Chon was so scared that he put on rattan armor and huddled in bed. Even though the rattan armor was warm, it still couldn't warm up his cold body. Unconsciously, Chao Chong's mind popped up this sentence: Chonger is here to do something cruel. Thinking of this, Chao Chon rolled his eyes and fainted. In the Qin dynasty, under the guidance of the first emperor in the dimensional gold list chat area, Yingzheng tried to find the remains of the immortals in Kunlun. He sent people to search Kunlun thoroughly but did not find the remains of the ancient mecha gods and the remaining technology of the immortals. The first emperor said that it might be because the worlds were too different. There are thousands of Yingzhengs in the world, so there must be some who cannot achieve immortality, right? The Dimension Gold list has been silent for a long time and it has reappeared. The top 4 has appeared next. Dimension Gold list at a review of the top 10 most shocking scenes in the universe. Ranking in no particular order. Top 5 Kane Madoka/Akami Homura, God, and Devil. Love is more intense than hope and deeper than despair. God loves the world, and the devil loves God. Valoran Universe, Nightbringer and Dawnbringer were both interested in this topic. God loves the world. Ridiculous. The darkness of my blade is not as dark as the darkness in your heart. Yasuo said sarcastically. Riven did not waver and asked, who knows that I know you? I know you deeply. You need me, demon. As the two quarreled, the universe was created and destroyed again. As a daughter, Soraka could only wave her hands helplessly. The world of magical girl Madoka Magica, Kane Madoka looked left and right, and finally asked seriously, hey. Madoka, tell mom honestly, do you know someone named Homura Akemi? Kane Madoka shook her head in confusion. There was no such person as Homura Akemi in her memory, and she didn't know anyone at all. Kane Madoka breathed a sigh of relief. It was enough for her child to grow up ordinary and healthy. Those waves were too dangerous and too fantastic. They were not something they could get involved in. Kane Madoka took a look, and then started doing her homework. In her eyes, the people on the list might have the same name as her. To your immortal world, this is not the first time that Undying has seriously looked at and analyzed the top of this list, whether it is the love between Shiro Amiya and Sakura Mato or the wonderful relationship between Gilgamesh and Enkidu. They all fascinate him, and now it seems that this time is also a famous scene with love as the theme. What is the so-called love? Undying sat on the ground thinking and waiting for the opening of the gold list. I and the world of Violet Evergarden. Violet, who had just come off the battlefield, was also thinking about love. Was her feeling for the major love? Or was it something else? She felt neither the burning hope nor the depth of despair, so when would she be able to feel love? With this in mind, Violet quietly waited for the inventory to begin, to observe what love was. Fate World, Church. Bang! A room full of fist marks. Kotomine Kirai frantically pulled his hair and questioned himself. What exactly do you want? No love, no desire. Did your father give birth to a dog? The corners of Kotomine Kirai's mouth widened, and he once again thought of the night he killed his wife. Ha 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 ha. Gilgamesh on the side glanced at Kotomine Kirai in confusion, then stood up and looked at him happily. Go take a look at the gold list more often, Kirai. Sooner or later, the answer you seek will appear. In the world of Chainsaw Man, Densi, Pava, and Breakfast Chio were eating breakfast at the dining table. Densi suddenly discussed, by the way, what kind of demon is Homura Akemi? It's really scary that she can be mentioned together with gods. Pava interrupted and said she is a demon of gods. Breakfast Show also participated in the discussion about what kind of demon Homura Akemi is with great interest. The subtitles on the gold list flickered slightly, then disappeared. Inventory begins. The scene comes to a city called Mitakihara. A girl with black braids and an unconfident face got up from the bed. The black-haired girl's name is marked on the gold list screen. Akemi Homura. As the story unfolds, the current situation of Akemi Homura is also known to the audience of Wanjia. Because she was born with a heart disease, she was often hospitalized. Recently, after her condition improved, she transferred to Mitakihara Junior High School. Takamachi Nanoha, it's a strange feeling, as if something is attracting me. Stand users will be attracted to each other. Imagine your identity, kid. Liang Bing, this little girl who was born half disabled can become a devil. She is not even qualified to be a devil. Tadakoro Koji, homo. 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 Happy, Teresa Apicalis, homo. Where is the homo? Homura Akemi was shy when she first arrived at the class. She stood in the classroom trembling and dared not speak. The classmates in the class were very enthusiastic and surrounded her to ask her questions, which made Akemi Homura overwhelmed. Just then, a girl with pink hair walked into her life. The pink-haired girl's name is marked on the gold list, Kane Madoka. Madoka Kane grabbed Homura Akemi's hand and rescued her, and took her around the campus. Corporal Morishita, no power. I can't hear you at all. Where's your confidence? Speak louder. Whitebeard, this little girl has a big problem. Her parents are so incompetent. Amano Yukiteru, pink hair. Madoka Kaname is not a Yandere, right? She doesn't look like it. Fujiwara Chika, how can pink hair be a Yandere? Madoka is so cheerful and lively. Her personality is very compatible with mine. Albedo, no way. It's time again. In her later life, Homura often made jokes because of her inner self and lack of confidence, which led her to doubt her life. One day on her way home from school, Homura Akemi was walking while staring at the ground, thinking to herself, is this what my life will be like from now on? Yes. That's right. Why not, just die? It would be better if you die. A sudden strange voice began to lure Homura Akemi, and Homura Akemi almost fell for it. After waking up, Homura Akemi looked up at the strange patterns and designs on the ground. But she found herself in a scarlet horror world. Kiana Kislana, is this, the Hershers of the Thousand? The way of bewitching people is so similar. Lannis, did I accidentally enter the inherent barrier? Or did I accidentally enter some dangerous secret realm? By Xiaofei, what kind of horror movie scene is this? I'm scared to pee. Deadpool, gift crab. I'm scared to pee. Faloo's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Recharge now, event time, August 10th to August 20th. Chapter 32. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Magical Girl and Kyubi Homura Akemi reverses time. Kwang. Suddenly. A portal like an oil painting appeared in front of Homura Akemi, and three very sloppy informant monsters emerged from it and ran towards Homura Akemi. Don't want. Homura Akemi fell to the ground in fear, and could only scream in fear. Bang bang bang. This. Suddenly, the sound of firing was heard. Golden bullets and pink arrows of light shot towards the monsters, turning them into nothingness. It was a close call. Hearing the voice, Homura Akemi looked up, only to see Madoka Kaname, wearing a pink skirt and holding a bow, standing with another girl with yellow hair. Lu Mingfei, this is. Monkey Soju. Magical girl Lu Mingfei, I'm going. Let's go together. Takamachi Nanoha, are the ones on the list this time actually magical girls? How do magical girls in the other world fight? Ilya, will they also have a gem around them to help them transform? Jewel Man, ha. The world of magical girls. I'm so excited. Harry Potter, did I see something wrong? Is this also magic? Kaname Madoka turned around and comforted her. It's okay now, Homura-chan. You are. Just as Homura Akemi was about to ask her question, a small white beast with a big tail came out and began to explain. They are magical girls, witch hunters. The secret has been exposed in an instant. Kaname Madoka drew the bow and arrow and aimed it at the door, while saying mischievously to Homura Akemi, you must keep it a secret from your classmates. Whoosh! Boom! Light arrows and artillery roared and produced violent explosions. The terrifying world surrounding Homura Akemi was destroyed in an instant. Paimon, wow! Is this the NPC of the magical girl? Just like me. Suzuki Miyu, it's better to say that it's a transformation prop and partner like Sapphire. Tomoko, there's something wrong with Kyubi. His existence is just like me. He is not a real-life form. In the world of Genshin Impact, Alice laughed when she heard the term, witch hunter. Although she knew it was a homonym, it was still difficult to hold back. In the world of Madoka Magica, Kaname Shunko slammed the table. Madoka! Why didn't you tell Mom about the magical girl thing? It's so dangerous, Mom is worried about you. Kaname Shuanzi burst into tears at Madoka's panicked expression. Her daughter is still in junior high school and has to go to battle. How can a magical girl be so beautiful? Kyubi is really a beast. Afterwards, Homura Akemi followed Madoka Kaname to the home of the yellow-haired magical girl Tomo Mami. After a conversation, Homura Akemi learned that Kaname Madoka had just signed a contract with the white beast Kyubi to become a magical girl last week. In the eyes of Madoka Kaname and Mami Tomo, being a magical girl is the most beautiful identity, and being a magical girl is the happiest thing. Akaji, when I see Mami Tomo, I can't help but think of the word, cutting in two. Frenda, there must be some kind of fate in Mami Tomo, right? It's like she will be split into two, and it seems that I have the same fate. Looming fate, oh my god. Anyone can become a magical girl? Are there no restrictions? Uchiha Sasuke, such a powerful force. If I become a magical girl, I can have the capital to take revenge on that man. By NaN, what are you guys thinking? It's the ultimate insult for a bunch of men to become such a weak girl. The scene changes, the dark sky is only black and white, a huge gear stage device and a wrecked building are floating in the air. Homura Akemi knelt on the ground trembling. In front of her was Tomo Mami's body. Why? Even senior sister Mami died. Yen Lily, is this the witch knight? So desperate. So sad. Even the dark god Gunera doesn't have such a sense of oppression. Jewel, impossible. Magical girls are the embodiment of beauty, how could they die? I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. Gray Shoe, magical girls can die. Then what else can't die? Kaname Madoka looked at the witch in the distance firmly. It is precisely because I am the only one who can stop the witch knight that I have to fight. Impossible. You can't beat that thing alone. Kaname-san will die too. Homura Akemi loudly persuaded Kaname Madoka, not wanting her to fight alone. Homura Akemi lowered her head and cried, let's run away, no one will hate Kaname-san. Kaname Madoka turned around and smiled. For me, being a magical girl is the happiest thing. Goodbye, Homura. After saying that, Kaname Madoka jumped up and faced Witch Knight. Lina, Madoka is just a junior high school girl. She has no ability or obligation to defeat an enemy she cannot defeat. Katsuragi Misato, where are those organizations? Do children have to face all the disasters in the world? Amano, Yorai, escape is shameful but useful. It is better to live than to face an unbeatable enemy. Steve, are those politicians just watching? If magic exists, there must be other power organizations in the world. Where are they? McGonagall, she is only a second or third grader at Hogwarts. Why should she face such an enemy? Poor child. The scene changed, and Kaname Madoka was lying in the water, already dead. Homura Akemi laid on Kane Madoka's chest and cried, "Why? You knew you were going to die. Rather than saving someone like me. I wanted you to live. Are you telling the truth?" Chobi's voice suddenly sounded. Kyubi looked down at Homura Akemi. "Homura Akemi, are you willing to bet your soul on this wish? You have that kind of talent. I think if it's you, your wish will definitely come true. I'll lend you a hand. Gamora, sacrifice your soul. The price of becoming a magical girl is to sacrifice your soul. Tusaka Tokiomi, fulfill your wish. Is it a living wish-making machine? Goku, so this is what the dragons in the other world look like. Ghost Rider, trading with souls. As expected, all gifts are secretly marked with a price. Can any wish come true? Homura Akemi wiped her tears, stood up and said firmly, "I want to meet Kanami-san again, no longer for her to protect me, but for me to protect her." As soon as the words fell, a purple light appeared on Homura Akemi's chest, and the soul gem condensed out. Irisveil von Einsborn, this is the third magic, soul materialization. Hikari, extracting the soul as the source of power to make the body immortal. It's a good idea, but it's too inhumane. Group Guardian, with a strong will to protect you, your wish will surely come true. Kyubi said with a little surprise, the contract is established, your wish transcends entropy. Try to release it. This power belongs to you alone. Homura Akemi held her soul gem with hope, and instantly a purple light burst out. Click. Tick 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 tick, the shield covered with gears began to rotate, and the sound of it turning was heard. A reverse tunnel opened and took Homura Akemi back to the past. Aozaki Aoko, oh my god. The fifth magic. It's too incredible to become a magician with just one wish. Dio, time goes backwards. Impossible. Kono Dio only stop time for 5 seconds. Kaisha, is this really a miracle created by a mortal girl? Going back to the past and reversing the future. This really transcends entropy. Auto Apocalypse, the power to go back to the past. Really? What a lucky girl. Chapter 35. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. My battlefield is not here, 200 reincarnations. At this time, Homura Akemi stood up and turned her back to the Witch of Rescue. Kyubi asked in confusion, aren't you going to fight? In Kyubi's logic, since the Earth will be destroyed sooner or later, the magical girl with strong emotions will definitely fight for the Earth. No, my battlefield is not here. Snap. This time it's not a shield. Homura Akemi walks in the time tunnel. There is no emotion towards other things in her eyes, only determination and resoluteness. Repeat, I will repeat countless times. Repeat at the same time, looking for the only exit, finding the only way to save you from despair, just for you, Madoka, my only friend, for you, even if I am trapped in the eternal maze, it doesn't matter. Uzumaki Boruto, fuck. It's so exciting. I have goosebumps. Redemption across time is so cool. Bronya Rand, the will to protect. Only the belief in protection can create miracles. Doctor Strange, if the time magic is over, you will really be trapped in a time loop. Is she crazy? Is it really worth it? Toma Kazusa, is this really friendship? Or is it the love that Homura Akemi is unaware of? This is love. Kevin, Homura Akemi is a bit too extreme. Is the magic of love really that great? In the Madoka Magica world, Kaname Shunko fell into deep thought. Kaname Shunko and her whole family fell into deep thought. Although Kaname Shunko will definitely get married and have children in the future, she didn't expect that a girl would do this for Kaname Shunko, and love is far from enough. Kaname Shunko secretly remembered Homura Akemi. If her daughter can be happy, there is nothing wrong with the two little cabbages supporting each other. Homura Akemi has tried countless methods in the reincarnation cycle, and her heart has become increasingly cold and cruel. In her eyes, in this world of reincarnation, all lives are worthless and are consumables on her way to saving Madoka Kaname. Only Madoka Kaname is real. Failure after failure, reincarnation after reincarnation, before she knew it, Homura Akemi had reincarnated more than 200 times during this period of time. Musen Kibutsuji, did you see that? Spreading his hands, this is the attitude of our immortal species towards humans. Just consumables. Just ants. Natsuki-yang, Homura Akemi is too arrogant. Everyone is a life. Kaisha, true love will last forever, but she has fallen into evil, and one person's life is not enough to be exchanged for so many lives. Liangbing, good. This is a demon. I recognize her name as a demon. Uchiha Obito, her mentality is so similar to my past. Hikigaya Hachiman, reincarnated more than 200 times. Even if you play a game more than 200 times without a good ending, you will collapse. How much more so if you experience it more than 200 times in person? Vigo, you are truly broken after seeing your lover die in front of you more than 200 times. Otto Apocalypse, is this a side effect? I'm surprised she didn't collapse mentally. Until this time the reincarnation was slightly different, that everyone has a new way of dying. The scene changes, and on the way to guide Kaname Madoka to become a magical girl, Tomo Mami is immersed in the joy of finding a partner. Joy paralyzed Mami's vigilance. After killing the snack witch, she didn't expect that the snack witch had a second stage. A bloody mouth opened in front of the helpless Tomomi. Snap. The novel was taken from the Rawlas website. Close where you're reading it and support us on our website for more free novels. The novel was taken from the Rawlas website. Close where you're reading it and support us on our website for more free novels. Tomo Mami's head was bitten and lifted up. After a crisp sound, Tomo Mami's headless body fell to the ground. Stop, hey. The head fell off. So scary. Frenda, it's too scary. Although it's not uncommon for magical girls to die, this way of death is, Ito Makoto. Tomo Mami is so pitiful. Her head has fallen off. A moment of silence for her. Kaworu Nagisa, it's a pity to die at such a beautiful age. After Sayaka Miki accidentally met Sakura Kyoko and formed a bond with her, Sayaka discovered a horrifying thing after her confession failed. The existence of a magical girl is the soul gem. The body is just a container that can be created at any time. As long as the soul gem is not destroyed, the magical girl will not die, but at the same time, when the soul gem is away from the magical girl, they will lose consciousness like a kite with a broken string. After getting this true thought, Sayaka Miki looked back at Sakura Kyoko with tears in her eyes. I am such a fool. Sayaka Miki once again became a mermaid witch, and in order to completely free Sayaka, Sakura Kyoko chose to commit suicide with Sayaka, and died with the mermaid witch. Zhang Sanfeng, what's so shocking? Sayaka has reached the nascent soul stage. Hikari, looking at it this way, the existence of magical girls is somewhat similar to the giant of light. Takamachi Nanoha, in this way, they are not human. Even the essence of being human has been deprived. Bruce Wayne, this is a shocking scam, perhaps a scam that has existed since the birth of human civilization. What is the purpose of the creature Kyubi? Cerno, stupid. Why are you crying? Do you have to cry because you are a fool? Albedo, red, blue and nude. TMD. Still chasing me. Yay Sakura, suicide. Dying with your lover is also a kind of relief. At the same time, in this reincarnation, Kyubi also learned the truth of everything and the mystery of Kaname Madoka. All along, Kyubi has been wondering why Kaname Madoka has such a strong talent. Finally, Kyubi created a hypothesis. If the qualifications of a magical girl are determined by the cause and effect she carries, then it is understandable why a queen or savior of a country has strong qualifications. But Kane Madoka is just an ordinary girl, without any outstanding features, which makes Kyubi unable to understand. Fujimaru Ritsuka, what does this mean? If I become a magical girl, will I be the strongest magical girl? Cosmic Ishtar, Fujiwara doesn't need to be the strongest magical girl, it's enough to be protected by me. Conqueror Khan, the answer is very clear, the sacred timeline is connected because of Kame Madoka, she is the node. Kadoya, sure, so that's how it is, I am the destroyer of the world, and Kame Madoka is the maintainer of the world, countless parallel worlds have been increased and bound because of Kame Madoka. Until Kyubi discovered Homura Akemi and found out the truth that Homura Akemi is a time magician. Kyubi met with Homura Akemi, analyzed all the conclusions, and told Homura Akemi the cruelest truth for her. Homura Akemi has reincarnated many times in order to save Madoka Kaname. As the center of destiny, the parallel universe on her body has been twisted into a spiral. With the existence of Madoka Kaname as the center point, under the side effect of Homura Akemi's reincarnation, the cause and effect and magic power of countless parallel universes are all accumulated on Madoka Kaname. Every time Homura Akemi reincarnates, Kaname Madoka's talent will become stronger. At this point, Kyubi looked at the shocked and collapsed Homura Akemi and said happily, "You have done a great job, Homura Akemi. You trained Madoka to be the strongest witch for me. I said that those who play with time will be fooled by time, and this is the price." Crazy bull, for Homura Akemi, she wanted to save Madoka Kaname, but she made Madoka Kaname the strongest witch. This is the ultimate insult to her. Huang, all kinds of cause and effect are added to her. According to the rules of this world, I guess this huge cause and effect will make her sublime, but her existence will also disappear. Huang Shilang, killing people also requires destroying their hearts. How terrible. Dragon Boat Festival reading discount. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Recharge now, event time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 36. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Homura Akemi falls into despair and the moment of ascension to godhood is about to begin. The scene switches to Kaname Madoka's house. Kaname Madoka was depressed and broke down. She couldn't accept Kyubi's lies. Kyubi rationally narrated to Kaname Madoka everything they had done, and let Kaname Madoka see the relationship between them and humans. At the beginning of human civilization, Kyubi began to contact humans and constantly contracted magical girls. Whether it is Athena in Greek mythology, Valkyrie in Norse mythology, or Cleopatra in Egypt, etc., they were all magical girls. Stark Pentecost, is it really an alien civilization visiting? Like the pioneers, they have been eyeing the earth for a long time. Shi Chang, they are also involved in the development of mankind. Too scary. Athena, as a goddess protected by the saints, how could she be a magical girl? Brunhild, the gods of the other world were created by Kyubi. Then isn't Ragnarok also brought about by it? Nick Fury, damn it. Has no one on Earth discovered the aliens that are so hard to guard against? Countless people on Earth in the 10,000 worlds have ugly faces. The origin of mankind has been interfered with, and the development of mankind has been monitored. This is what they cannot tolerate. Kyubi constantly brings hope and spreads despair. Starting with prayer and ending with curse is the fate of magical girls that has been circling since ancient times. Kaname Madoka collapsed. She couldn't accept that those girls trusted it so much, but it deceived and betrayed them. Kyubi said without emotion, "It's not that I betrayed them, but their prayers. If you make an unreasonable wish, there will definitely be some abnormality, and it is reasonable that disaster will occur. Romani Akaiman, O beast from another planet, life is definitely not a pilgrimage of accumulated despair, but a story of love and hope. Inquisitor, I will never tolerate heresy. Musen Kibutsuji, what are you collapsing for? Didn't they choose to become magical girls? No one forced them. Meili, magic and miracles have a price, pie in the sky is not delicious. Kuma Huin, Kaname Madoka is the key to breaking the cycle of despair. This is the choice of Steins Gate. When you saw these, weren't you moved or felt sorry for them? Kaname Madoka said tremblingly. What Kyubi said next shocked Kaname Madoka even more. In Kyubi's civilization, emotions are an extremely rare mental illness, and Kyubi was shocked by the existence of humans on Earth. They are simply a unique gift from the universe. Liang Bing, oh my. Trisolian. Captain Marvel, could it be that Kyubi is the same ruthless hive network race as the Kree leader? Rainer, Zerg. Alert, Morty, no wonder a race without love can develop so rapidly. Trisolarian, this is even more extreme than us Trisolians. What's the point of civilization without emotions? The scene switches again, and which night comes again that the sky is dark and the stage which appears again. Homura Akemi stopped time, and hundreds of bazookas stood on the ground, and Homura Akemi fired them one by one into the stagnant air. Snap. Boom. Time flows again, hundreds of rockets hit the stage, causing the witch to wail. After hundreds of rounds of calculations, the tanks on the shore fired multiple missiles to repel Witch Knight and drove it back to the top of the U.S. military base. Beep beep beep. As the C4 sounded, the U.S. military base was blown up by Homura Akemi. All the firepower of the arsenal exploded and drowned the stage witch. Manjo Ryuga, the witch is unstoppable, Homura is firing at full power. Come on. Little sister playing with a rocket launcher. MacArthur, when I heard the sound of gears meshing on the front line, I knew that reinforcements had arrived. Kuroki Mateo, what a powerful firepower coverage. It's so cool. I also want to do this once. Black Rock Shooter, Harry Potter, what a powerful magic. There is no such powerful magic in the entire wizarding world, right? Tony Stark, magic, Deidara, art is explosion. Homura Akemi understands art so well. Just when Homura Akemi thought her attack was effective, a black spear stabbed over the figure of the stage which dances in the explosion. No matter how many times Homura Akemi can't defeat the stage witch alone. Countless buildings were broken and flew into the sky. Under the control of the stage witch, they smashed into Homura Akemi. Homura Akemi wanted to stop time to destroy the building, but Homura Akemi's magic power has been exhausted under the high-intensity attack. Time stop cannot be activated. Bang! Half of the building hit Homura Akemi and threw her into the ruins on the ground. When the smoke cleared, Homura's legs were trapped under the boulder and she was covered in blood. Kenneth, how can a high-tech weapon attack a highly mysterious enemy? What a joke! Ilya, too hopeless. If such a powerful attack can't defeat the stage witch, how can we defeat it? Guang, is it really the only way for Madoka to become a magical girl? Ikari Shinji, is she fighting alone? Is there no one to help her? Shirogane K, Homura-chan is so miserable. I can't bear to watch it anymore. Homura Akemi looked at the witch knight in front of her in despair. Why, no matter how many times I try, I can't defeat it. Homura Akemi subconsciously wanted to restart the cycle of reincarnation, but Kyubi's words lingered in her ears like a curse that with each reincarnation, Kane Madoka's aptitude will become stronger. Everything that Akemi Homura has done is useless and dead end. She is just making things easier for Kyubi. Thinking of this, Homura Akemi collapsed on the ruins and cried silently, and the soul gem was slowly covered by darkness. Mebius, stay firm, Homura Akemi. Don't lose the light in your heart. 7. Kyubi, that bastard. He makes me so angry. He's even more disgusting than Alien Barber. Yatagami, Toka, is she going to turn around? What a sad fate. It's too pitiful that there is no one like Shido to save her. Virgil, in the end, it's still lacking in the throwing of the water. Although time magic is powerful, its offensiveness. Tisk, it's still far from enough. Bang! A hand suddenly held Homura Akemi's hand. Homura opened her eyes and saw that it was none other than Kane Madoka. Kaname Madoka shook her head. That's enough, Homura. After saying that, Kane Madoka stood up and looked at Witch Knight. Beside her was Kyubi. Madoka turned back and smiled at Homura. I'm sorry, Homura. I want to be a magical girl. I've found my wish. No. Xiaoyuan, Homura Akemi's eyes were filled with despair and pain. If that's the case. If that's the case. What am I doing for the hell? Captain Olga, are you still going to be a magical girl? Damn it. All the efforts Homura Akemi has made so far are in vain. Takamachi Nanoha, this time it seems a little different. Kane Madoka seems to have a bigger wish. Father Pucci, is the moment of ascension to godhood approaching? May, the president of Chaodian, what kind of wish will the karma she carries turn into? I am really looking forward to it. Kaname Madoka slowly walked over to Homura Akemi and hugged her. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I have always been protected and waited for by Xiaoyan. I am who I am now, but it is because of this that I found the answer. Trust me, Homura. Your efforts will not be in vain. Dragon Boat Festival reading discount. Top up 100 and get 500 VIP points. Top up now, event time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 37. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yuan Shin starts. The story of rebellion. Kyubi looked at Kaname Yamino, who had made up his mind and was expectant. If you are the one who contains the fate of countless parallel universes and becomes the focal point of cause and effect, no matter how big your wish is, it can come true. Kaname Madoka said calmly, really? So, Kaname Madoka, what wish will you make in exchange for your soul? Tosaka Tokiomi, this is the real, omnipotent person who has reached the root. Auto-apocalypse, Kyubi's technology can even fulfill wishes, it's simply, not like a creation of technology. Fujiwara Chika, Kane Madoka's wish must be to destroy Witch Knight without becoming a witch herself, right? Then everyone will be happy. Lu Xiaogua, no, you're too narrow-minded. Kane Madoka is not an ordinary person. He must have great ambitions. Kaname Madoka pondered for a moment, then clenched her fists and said firmly, I will destroy all witches before they are born. All the witches in the universe, past, present and future. With my own hands. As she spoke of this, a dazzling pink light burst out from Kaname Madoka's chest. Kyubi looked at Kaname Madoka in disbelief. This wish, if this wish comes true, it will be more than just interfering with time. This is a rebellion against the law of causality itself. At this point, Kyubi seemed to have thought of something, and said in incredible shock, do you want to become a god? Gilgamesh, this wish? Ha 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 ha. I underestimated you, Kaname Madoka. Child with a pure heart, move forward with your long-cherished wish. Thanos, what a strong will, worthy of the name of the Savior. Kesha, the gods are not that strong. If the law of causality is really reversed, she will be above all the god-level civilizations in the known universe. Lucy, she will become the same existence as me, disappearing in reality, and everywhere. Regido, the new cosmic will is born. Black Tower, in the universe where I am, maybe she is already a star god. God or something doesn't matter. Kaname Madoka's eyes were full of calmness and determination. Everyone who has fought against the witch so far, everyone who once believed in hope, I don't want them to cry. I hope they can keep smiling forever. Kaname Madoka is full of determination at this moment. I will break all the rules and laws that prevent this wish from coming true. I will change it. This is my prayer, my wish. Come on. Hatcher. Instantly, a pink light burst out. In a situation that Kyubi couldn't control, the wish was fulfilled instantly. Monica Kengo, Madoka also wants everyone to smile. Let's work together. Kadoya, destruction is for protection, well said. Give it a try. Magical girl passing by. Aoki, Madoka Kaname is so handsome. I never thought that a pink-haired little guy could be so handsome and cool. Fu Xian. Rocket, oh Kyubi is going too far. But it's true, a race without emotions won't consider variables like emotions. The magical girl Madoka Kaname stands above the ruins, with her branches opening into a bow and the flowers turning into arrows. Kaname Madoka slowly drew her bow, and a pink magic circle unfolded in the sky. Call out. The arrow flew up to the sky and collided with the magic circle, and the witch's sister was broken in an instant. The sky turned blue. Countless arrows of light spread through the magic circle, passed through time and space, and reached the magical girls in countless parallel universes and time points, purifying their despair. Their wishes will not curse or harm anyone. Therefore, I will bear all the cause and effect. Boshizan, this scene is so similar to when Taigumo became a god. Orion, he loved the magical girls who fell into witches, shot them down, and redeemed them. How gentle. Zophie, redemption across the multiverse, is this the love and potential of mankind? The assessment of the earth must be overturned. Sure how, she is free, she is eternal, all cause and effect are imposed on her. What a great wish. Suzuki Miyu. So, the reason why we magical girls have no worries and despair is because of Madoka. In just a moment. The stage which was purified. Redeemed. The blinding white light illuminated the sky and also shone into Homura Akemi's eyes. When Homura Akemi opened her eyes again, she was lying on a white, empty planet. The sky was pitch black, and there was nothing. A voice sounded in Homura's ear. Based on the new laws brought by Madoka, the universe has been reshaped. Ah, I forgot that you are also a time magician, so let us witness together the end of Kaname Madoka's existence. Oma-zo, destroy everything, reshape everything, is this your path? You will lose everything. Miki Sayaka, ah. What? I recruited Madoka as a civil servant. Madoka is not that cold and heartless. Pete, is it that easy to reshape the universe? Her power has surpassed mine, and she has completely become the embodiment of the rules. Virgil, what is this throwing tile? Puzzled. As soon as the words fell, a huge planet with a colorful outer surface surrounded by a dark curse color passed by the planet and flashed through Homura Akemi's eyes. This is Kaname Madoka's soul gem. To achieve such a great vision, the curse that Madoka carries is equal to the hope of creating a universe. In other words, this represents the despair of ending a universe. The dark line is crossing the universe. The strongest witch who uses the entire universe as a witch barrier, the space which is born. Sakuta Azusagawa, what kind of talents are our Japanese junior high school and high school students? Dark Star Queen Lux, this star is full of ominousness and filled with the fantasy of gods. She can destroy the universe. Evil Sword Immortal, your own inner demons and malice. How can you fight against an existence as powerful as you? Carl, the Space Witch. This is the ultimate fear. This is the void. It must be. Homura Akemi stared blankly at the terrifying witch in front of her, tears streaming down her face. All of Madoka's efforts were in vain. No, it's okay. Suddenly, Kaname Madoka's gentle voice rang in Homura Akemi's ears, and a bright pink light bloomed in the dark universe. Madoka Kaname appears in the universe with the starry sky as her skirt, and countless galaxies embellish her behind her. Devil Flame, God Madoka, start. Kengo Shinaka, this is the light of hope that illuminates the universe. Starforging Dragon King, all the stars have descended to dust because of you. As gods, she is much more kind than the remnants of the giant gods. Visitor, she is like that silver giant god, bringing hope and warmth, giving civilization hope. My wish is to destroy all witches. If that were to come true, then there would be no need for me to despair anymore. After saying that, Kaname Yuan looked at the cosmic witch with his golden pupils, the principle of the circle unfolded, and countless light arrows shot towards the cosmic witch, destroying her in an instant. The entire universe was illuminated by the light generated by this attack. Loki, Gift Crab. She is a paradox. A witch who is always stronger than a magical girl and a magical girl who is always stronger than a witch. I dare not imagine how terrifying her power is. Artosh, the power of infinite superposition is enough to become the strongest. It is a miracle born among monkeys, Liang Bing, fuck. The gods are so powerful. Where are the demons on the list with her? Why are they just standing there watching? Fu Xian, with this level of expansion, you'll be in trouble if you even touch it. Kaname Madoka's existence was completely elevated to an unreachable realm, and her existence was completely wiped out in the universe. Only the reincarnated being Homura Akemi remembered that Kaname Madoka had ever existed. Madoka Kaname saved all the magical girls, but she forgot her best friend, Homura Akemi. Homura Akemi fell into complete despair. Lucy, she is everywhere. Hikigaya Hachiman, the magical girls have been redeemed, Madoka Kaname has fulfilled her long-cherished wish, and everyone has a bright future. Vigo, only Homura Akemi has become a clown, it hurts so much. I believe that Homura Akemi will meet her again in the end. And I will do everything for it. Denji, Homura Akemi, who wanted to save Madoka Kaname, indirectly saved all the magical girls, but lost the only one. Angry child, she is in hell. The next step, she will definitely create a world with Madoka Kaname. The scene stops when Kaname Madoka becomes a god and reaches the supreme realm, and then switches to a strange scene. Under a statue of the god Kaname Madoka, Homura Akemi kneeled on the ground, blood flowing from her hands as she grabbed the stone statue. Blood and tears flowed from Homura Akemi's eyes, countless red spider lilies bloomed, and the dark curse turned into rivers flowing in the city. Arthur Pendragon, this is a beast. The holy sword of the stars is warning me. Otto Apocalypse, we are both wanderers in the world, hope has turned into despair, and this time it really doesn't exist. Kevin, no matter what the cost, I believe she will bring back Madoka Kaname, although she is very dangerous. Vigo, love is so cruel, but it can conquer everything. I look forward to the day when Homura Akemi and Madoka Kaname meet again, and the day when I meet Isolde again. Red Spider Lily, the most evil negative emotions in the world are all in that river. It's not an exaggeration to say that it's hell on earth. The screen of the golden list gradually dimmed, and then 5 words appeared on the screen. A story of rebellion. Big discount for reading during Dragon Boat Festival. Top up 100 and get 500 VIP points. Top up now, event time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 38. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When did I become a witch? After the characters twisted and disappeared, the screen began. As if reincarnation had begun again, Homura Akemi woke up from her room. What puzzles the audience is that this time, Homura Akemi is just as innocent and shy as she was in her first reincarnation. Barry Allen, the timeline has been completely reset. Ultraman King Pete, it's better to say that the effect of reshaping the universe has reset everyone's memory. Ilya, it must be the effect of Madoka becoming a god. After all the magical girls in the multiverse have been saved. Homura Akemi is also a magical girl, so she is no exception. Although the story is warm, it brings a strange sense of disharmony. Apparently, Akemi Homura also noticed this sense of disobedience. She asked Sakura Kyoko, who was not a local, to confirm a conjecture with her. The two slowly came to the station and got on the bus to Kazami Nashi. As the cars slowly drove to the outskirts of Mitakihara, everything around became unreal and terrifying, like the colors of a witch's barrier. When the car drove completely outside Mitakihara, a bright moon rose on the horizon. A group of people stood on the ground and swayed strangely, but their heads were all Homura Akemi and Kyoko Sakura. Fujiwara Chika, hiss, it's a bit scary. Why does this have the taste of a rule-based weird talk? Yatsuya Miko, thanks for the invitation, I'm already hiding in the bed and scared. Cosmo, on the contrary, this kind of horror that is not revealed directly is the most terrifying. Asakura Riku, this is a witch's barrier. Didn't all the witches disappear? Bunsai, so scary. This is scarier than accidentally entering a ghost cave. Homura noticed something, her tone became more and more indifferent, and then she slowly took off her glasses. Her memory is restored. Everything in this Maedakihara is fake. No one remembers the battle with Kane Madoka, no one remembers the witch knight, and no one even remembers the witch. Tomo Mami, Miki Sayaka, and Sakura Kyoko are all still alive, but Maedakihara seems to be a fog that has trapped everyone, changing everyone's memory and common sense. Uchiha Obito, as I expected, for her, a world without Kane Madoka is fake. Jibril, playing tricks, fucking blasting the city with one shot. Lauda, red-haired, blue-haired, and yellow-haired won the resurrection match, deduct 1 and bring back Madoka. Akemi Homura, 111, can you change it to a steamed bun card? Faloo Shaojin Gang bid, I'm so angry. Pretending nothing happened, Akemi Homura went to Mommy's house. She remembered the snack which who killed Mommy and is now Mommy's fighting partner. Maybe she knows something. Because they wanted to force some things out of the snack which, Mommy Tomo and Homura Akemi had a big fight. However, the phantom of the Civil War is the phantom of the Civil War. Whether in terms of hard power, skills, or strategies, Akemi Homura is completely defeated by Tomo Mami and is trapped by Tomo Mami. At the critical moment, Sayaka Miki came to the rescue and used a fire extinguisher as a smoke bomb to save Homura Akemi. Harry Potter, the more I watch, the more I doubt magic. Is the legendary American magic so powerful? Black Rock Shooter, firepower is truth. Black Rhino, humph. Her performance is all about beating teammates. As a big sister, she is not very competent. Edo Itachi, Mommy Tomo's game is really full. Aqua, there are still masters. This sharp sword, is stupid Sayaka. In the alley, Sayaka Miki said a word that shocked Homura Akemi, which. Miki Sayaka at this moment is very different from all the Miki Sayakas in the more than 200 reincarnations in Akemi Homura's memory. She was extremely free and easy at this moment. Even though she died before that battle, she still knew about Kane Madoka's becoming a god. At the same time, Homura Akemi learned from Sayaka Miki that the entire Maedakihara was wrapped in a witch's barrier. But the master of the barrier doesn't seem to intend to hurt or destroy anything, he just wants to maintain the status quo. Yakumo Yukari, it's really surprising anyone who sees a fool with more than 200 world lines suddenly become a master will be surprised. Miki Sayaka, hey. Too disrespectful. I'm also a staff member after all. You don't even want to call me Schwung brother. Sierra Flia, no sister Sayaka is really handsome. Tushan Rongrong, it's rare to see a witch who doesn't actively hurt people. The purpose of maintaining the status quo is also suspicious. Conan, watch it, the truth is very close. Homura Akemi looked at Sayaka solemnly. There are 3 people who are least likely to appear in Maedakihara, the witch who casts the barrier, the snack witch Bebe, and you who know everything. Who are you? Miki Sayaka turned around gracefully, splashing water, and the shadow of the mermaid which appeared in her reflection. Homura Akemi is shocked. She can exercise the power of a magical girl and a witch and still maintain her will. Tragear, darkness and light coexist. Ridiculous. Tokisaki Kurumi, she can use her normal power and her reversed power together. Impossible. Is this the power of a civil servant, Cerno, so handsome? Can an idiot evolve into something so handsome? The scene changes, and Homura Akemi is already talking with Madoka Kaname. After a heartwarming conversation and opening her heart to Madoka Kaname, Homura Akemi loses her guard in front of Madoka Kaname. She already knew that in this fake Maedakihara, Kane Madoka was still the very real Kane Madoka. At this time, Homura Akemi already knew the identity of the witch, and she just needed to verify it. Auto Apocalypse, what will you do for the only real Madoka Kaname? Get ready to welcome the changes in the world. Vigo, no one in the world can stop her. What belongs to her will definitely belong to her. Fiangyang, the love you once lost is right in front of you, you must seize the opportunity, Homura Akemi. Dazai, Osamu, why does Homura Akemi have to verify the identity of the witch? I have a bad feeling. With a little fear and hope, Homura Akemi came to the station, placed the soul gem on the platform, and got on the train. The soul gem cannot be within 100 meters of the magical girl, and the truth is about to be revealed. Homura Akemi was sitting in the car. As the soul gem moved away, her body gradually lost control, but she was not completely affected by the soul gem. Colorful spots appeared in her hands, the moon in the sky was crying, Homura Akemi was surrounded by owls, and the whole bus was on fire. Ruler of the ruler, hee. Homura Akemi, you are the witch. Danrito, what a familiar scene. Ha ha ha. Homura Akemi, you are the witch who shrouded Maidakihara. Mato Sakura, how cruel. So pitiful. God saved everyone, but not the one who has been saving her all along. Inashima Junko, this despair. I'm so excited. Over a dozen meteors like seeds of sorrow fell from Maidakihara into the city, and the eerie and terrifying whispers of a large group of children echoed throughout Maidakihara. Homura Akemi knelt on the ground in despair. On the soul gem in front of her, black handprints gradually stained the soul gem. So. I'm no longer even a magical girl. Jewel, how sad. No one can save the lovely magical girl, and I can't go there either. It's so painful. Daiko, Kyubi. Damn it. Is there no one who can save Homura Akemi? She's just a child. Abigail Williams, she is only one step away from falling into the abyss. The will of 200 reincarnations is enough to overwhelm the will of a witch. Takamachi Nanoha, why do you still care about this? It's come to this, whoever wants to be a magical girl can be one. Captain Olga, maybe the people above misunderstood. She was just lamenting that she couldn't save Kane Madoka, and that she would eventually fall into the trap of being a witch. Everything she did was in vain. Bang bang bang. The soul gem was shattered by Akemi Homura's gun. Her tears slowly flowed down. Countless strange children stood behind her. The red spider lilies covered the ground. Why did I become like this? When did I became a witch? Isaac, despair, fall, I really want to see what power a time magician will have when he falls. By G. Nan, the guy upstairs is just a donkey. A beast. I will kill you. Kinomoto Sakura, compared to her, I am living in a fairy tale. Is this the reality of being a magical girl, so cruel? Amiya Kiritsugu, miracles come at a price, and that price often fools you. Chapter 39. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Kyubi attempts to dominate God, and Homura Akemi destroys herself. At this time, the entire Maidakihara faded from color. The raging fire was accompanied by strange buildings, and the witch's barrier was fully deployed. At this time, Chippy came out and slowly narrated his sigh about human curiosity. Homura Akemi took off the colorful cape that was draped over her and said coldly, "It turns out that you are the mastermind behind this, the corruptor. You must be wondering where your soul and true body are. Let me tell you the answer." Kyubi and Homura's eyes met, and in an instant, he saw everything with Homura's vision. Kyubi has isolated Homura Akemi's soul gem, which is on the verge of corruption, in a position where no influence can interfere. Jacula, I take back my previous evaluation. Kyubi is a creature that is more obscene than frog urination. Liang Bing, I get angry just by looking at it. No wonder there are no completely rational creatures. Zheng Jia, yeah. People who are completely rational and have no humanity at all are just uncomfortable. Scarlet Witch Wanda, Homura Akemi is being observed. This barrier isolates everything and makes it impossible for people to interfere. Altria, Avalon. This is really godlike technology. No wonder it can reach the protection that Avalon, which is comparable to the laws of God, can provide. All the magical girls disappeared, only Akemi Homura was captured by Kyubi. In order to find this phenomenon and observe it, Akemi Homura became the bait. The unpurified witch and Kane Madoka's best friend Homura Akemi are the two conditions that must be able to lure the phenomenon of the principle of circles into Homura Akemi's witch barrier. In Kyubi's eyes, Kane Madoka, who has no contact with the universe, no cause and effect, and no past or future, actually exists. This is the so-called principle of the circle. Lucy, trapped by its own laws and wishes, the principle of the circle has to save Homura Akemi even though it has risen to the realm of cosmic will. Haida, so Kane Madoka is very similar to the star god. Even if it is stronger than the star god, it is still similar. They are both trapped by fate and their own rules. Xuanhua Mantian, since it already exists like this, will Kane Madoka of the principle of the circle really come? Tathagata. Is she really here? Tathagata. Dracian, being able to perceive the will of the universe after the universe is reshaped, the incubator is already a god-level civilization. At this point, Kyubi said to Homura Akemi as a matter of course, "Come on, Homura Akemi. Ask Madoka for help. Then she will remember why she came here. What is your purpose?" Homura said coldly. "We just want to witness the theory of the circle which has been a hypothesis until now." "You said that curiosity shouldn't exist." Homura Akemi's voice became increasingly low, and then she raised her hand and clenched it. The familiars of the entire witch barrier gushed out. "You guys, want to dominate Madoka." Boom! Violent explosions sounded in the city. Countless familiars began to hunt down Kyubi. Its death, sure enough, it was lying. What it said was contrary to what it said before. Wade, curiosity is something it doesn't need, but if something they really can't understand is placed in front of them, they will definitely be tempted. Carl, this is the nature of scholars, curiosity about unknown things. Trisolarian, too bold. They actually want to dominate the universe. Boschazan, if it weren't for the inter-universe, I really want to pull Kyubi into the Genius Club. Their nature is too wanton. Ultra World, Kingdom, Absolute Tartarus couldn't help but ponder when he saw Kyubi's purpose, control. Lejudo is the will of the universe that can be confirmed and observed. If we can control it. Thinking of this, Tartarus sent Admiral Titan to track down Reijudo and find an opportunity to control him, but Tartarus thought of the power of legend again, so he ordered Titan to kill Noah on the way to Reijudo. As he fled, Kyubi explained, "We don't deny that this is our purpose. After all, the existence of the principle of the ring has always been a hypothesis, and it is something that we cannot possibly start with. But it is because of you, Homura Akemi, that we have the opportunity to observe. If we can observe, we can interfere, and if we can interfere, we can control. I believe that one day our research will be able to conquer the law of the ring. Carl, if we can observe, we can control. One day I will completely conquer the void." Grey Wolf, I, the king of Grey Wolf, agree with its words. If we can observe, we can definitely interfere. God Lu Meng, attack the heart first. Kyubi still remembers to attack Homura Akemi's heart. Zoffy, a dangerous race. The judgment of the Star of Light is that if they are found in the universe, they will be directly destroyed along with the surrounding galaxies. Akemi Homura was completely enraged by Kyubi's words, and at the same time, she understood everything in her heart. Her eyes were bloodshot and she shed tears of blood. Countless curses gushed out. The curses turned into rivers and spread across the city. You actually summoned the curse on your own. There's no time to purify it. Listening to Kyubi's words, Homura Akemi's tone was full of determination. I want to save Madoka, so I became a magical girl because of that, and I am still the same now. Rather than letting you discover Madoka's secret, I'd rather become a witch. I won't let you touch Madoka. Engra Mainu, compared to you, you are the embodiment of all the evil in this world. Ark, a suitable host, her malice has exceeded the limit. Carmilla, this. There is a curse of darkness far greater than the darkness of the dark giant. Vigo, love. Let her be invincible. Fujimaru Ritsuka, this is the bond and enlightenment between humans. How can alien creatures without emotions understand human emotions? Godai Yusuke, come on, Homura Akemi. I'll watch your transformation. Thumbs up. I won't trouble Xiaoyuan. This witch's barrier is where I will be buried. As Homura Akemi finished her words, a huge guillotine rose from the ground in the city. The complete witch, the Nutcracker witch appears. The Nutcracker witch slowly moved towards the guillotine under the will of Homura Akemi to die, and the witch's survival instinct extended her hands to grab the ground and try to get away. Yukino Shita Yukino, suicide. She wants to commit suicide in order not to implicate Madoka. Lucy, what a precious friendship. Point 02, is this really friendship? Friendship alone can't do this. Isamara, emotions. Is my feeling towards you the same? Blade Master. Musen Kibutsuji, isn't it good to be free and easy with such a powerful force? There are many women, why do you want to destroy yourself for her? I can't understand. Uchiha Obito, the feeling of giving everything for the one you love is something you will never understand. Madoka Kaname. Madoka's home in the Madoka world. Kaname Madoka's eyes were red and swollen from crying. She never thought that in a world she didn't know, there was a girl who was sacrificing her life for her. Homo-la-chan, I will never leave you. The scene changed, and in the distance of the barrier, the other 4 members of the 5 Colors team were looking at the Nutcracker witch who wanted to destroy herself. Bebe confessed everything, and no one believed Chubby anymore. And Sayaka also revealed her and Bebe's true identities in front of everyone. A person who is guided by the principle of the circle and escapes from the cause and effect of the universe. Omi Tamano, so Bebe is also a civil servant. Is the principle of circles really not a company? Doma, the boss like Kaname Madoka is much cuter than our bosses who take their anger out on their employees. Out of causality, are they already from outside the world? Gu-e, the long-cherished wish of the principle of circles is already at the multiverse level. As its apostle, it is inevitable that we will be separated from the universe. At this moment, all the witches saved by the law of the circle came forward spontaneously to stop Homura Akemi from destroying herself. Kaname Madoka drew her bow and shot an arrow towards the false sky. In an instant, cracks appeared in the sky. Realizing that everyone, including Kaname Madoka, was trying to save her, Homura screamed in despair, "Stop, stop now. I must die in the witch's barrier." Everyone is fighting for Homura Akemi. Tomo's cannon shatters part of the barrier, and Sakura Kyoko's gun pierces the barrier. With Madoka's last arrow, the witch barrier is completely broken. Roman, the stars scattered on the earth. All the rescued witches spontaneously come to help the principle of the circle to save Homura Akemi. Dumbledore, this is the magic girl who spreads love and hope. This is the charm of magic. Mona, Madoka Kaname shot the false sky with one arrow. It's so cool. Although she is young, her arrows are still sharp. The incubator's barrier has been revealed to everyone. At the moment the barrier was broken, Homura Akemi was saved. She knelt on the ground, held Kaname Madoka's hand and cried, "As long as I can be with you, I will gladly accept all the sins and whatever I become. This time, I won't hesitate." Faloo's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Top up 100 and get 500 VIP points. Top up now, activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Chapter 40. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hotter than hope, deeper than despair, the devil's flame is born. Call out. Kaname Madoka took back her power, and the power of the gods passed through the barrier and started the ritual on the incubator's mother planet in the outside world. The sky-high light arrows shot down, destroying all the Cubies and the Hatcher's mother planet together. At the end of destruction, Kyubi could only say the last words with feelings that they could never understand. It's so weird. Shing, damn it. Simulate the universe and choose hunting. I'm so familiar with this special effect. Young man, good death, Chobi. Huang Zhong, destroy the heaven and the earth. Luoji, tit for tat, what's so weird about that? Destruction is the ending you deserve. Outside, Homura Akemi slowly opened her eyes that her soul gem is on the verge of corruption. Suddenly, strange colors appeared in the sky, and a sea of flowers bloomed in the gorgeous passage. Yuanshin emerged from it and slowly approached Homura Akemi. Sorry to have kept you waiting for so long, Madoka, Akemi. Homura murmured faintly. Come, let's go. Yuanshin's hand reached out to Akemi. Homura's soul gem. We will always be together from now on, Fahai. I am also very pleased that the two female donors have achieved their goals. Yugahama Yui, wow. So touching. They are finally together. Hayasaka.ai, perhaps only an ending like this can be worthy of the hardships that Homura Akemi has gone through. Nanami, Tuko, this ending is so great. I can be with Kane Madoka forever. Vigo, the god of pure love, has finally achieved his goal, and I am more confident in finding my true love. Yes, that's it. Homura Akemi's expression gradually became deep and empty, and she grinned with an evil smile. I've been waiting for a long time. I finally caught you. Homura Akemi grabbed Madoka's hands tightly, and the turbid soul gem turned into an empty and void color. A color more terrifying than the curse condensed from the void and was absorbed into the soul gem. Liang Bing, ah. There are still masters. Sayonji Sekai, has Miss Homura turned evil? Nayuki Ang, oh my god. Even if I lost so much and failed so much, I would have turned evil too. Maihara Keiichi, I hope Xiaoyuan is okay. Akemi. Homura's current state is a bit scary. It's like, Agatsuma, you're a Yandra, right? What's wrong with going crazy in pursuit of love? Sayaka was shocked. Homura Akemi. What is this? Countless dark-colored lines submerged Homura Akemi and Madoka, and the corners of Homura Akemi's mouth slightly raised. That no one can understand. This feeling belongs only to me. It's only for Madoka. The soul gem gradually cracked, and then space, time, and the rules above it began to collapse, and cracks visible to the naked eye appeared. Yuanshin panicked and said, Xiao Yen. No. I'm going to break apart. Snap. All the worlds are shocked. Ultra King Peter, what a troubled universe. The rules of the universe have been shaken for once. Keisha, the dark side of the universe has such an evil and terrifying power. Darth Vader, perhaps this is another form of the Dark Force, and she is about to become the master of the Dark Force. Orion, too shocking. Loving the gods, she defeated them. Zhengzha, the universe is torn apart. Cosmic Ishtar, I am going to be torn apart too. Under the power of Homura Akemi, the universe was torn apart. The principle of the circle was also torn apart. The humanity of Kane Madoka and the divinity of the principle of the circle are completely separated. I told you, Madoka, I will never let you go again. As she spoke, Homura Akemi hugged Madoka Kane in her arms, and endless curse colors spread from the soul gem. Planets, galaxies, Milky Way, nebulae, until all known universes that civilization can observe are covered. Auto Apocalypse, someone asked me why I was obsessed with the non-existent resurrection. My answer is that this is the confidence that the God of pure love gave me. Justice, human emotions are too terrifying. The power that can shake the will of the universe and tear it apart was born on Earth. Wanda, if I were given another chance, I would not let him go. Turn this imperfect world into what you want. You Olga Marie, universe. The entire universe is covered by her barrier. What kind of a what is this? Steve, in this barrier, there is no doubt that she is the creator god. The scene changed, and in a void space, countless cubies were floating in the void. They were extremely shocked and confused about Homura Akemi's current situation. Homura Akemi said calmly, what contaminated my soul gem is no longer a curse. What is that? Cuppy asked the last question. You can't possibly understand, incubator. Homura Akemi slowly swallowed the soul gem. This is the ultimate human emotion. This is hotter than hope, deeper than despair, that is love. Vigo, love is so cruel, yet it conquers everything. Love is invincible. Fiangyang, well summed up, my love is like this too. Tachibana, Taki, maybe each world is different, but I am sure that love can transcend time. Violet, is this love? I still don't quite understand, but I am looking forward to it. For the first time, Kyubi felt fear. Who the hell are you? I can't even be considered a witch now. Homura Akemi's body glowed with light, and a pair of black wings appeared behind her. After all, I defiled something as sacred as God. Anyone who could do such a thing can only be called a devil, right? As he spoke, Kyubi was grabbed by Homura Akemi. In order to remove the curse from our world, we still need your help, incubators, upright arrow. Kyubi didn't say anything, his pupils were just trembling. This emotionless race was already overwhelmed by fear. Kazushi Kadoya, death quiz? She's just an ordinary devil passing by. Makima, if she's a devil, then what are those in hell? What a majestic figure, Liang Bing, we devils are awesome. Queen, Homura Akemi, and I are killing people. Deadpool, stop it, are you in charge of the upstairs? Jazz, Kyubi is out of control. Do you know what fear feels like now? Bumblebee, the hatcher is dead. The scene changes, and Maedakihara is the same as the first scene, except that the identities of Homura Akemi and Madoka Kaname have been swapped. Homura Akemi welcomes Madoka Kaname to school and takes her to the health center just like she did when Madoka Kaname first came to school. When she was halfway there, Kaname Madoka began to talk to herself, her pupils turned golden, and the surrounding scene turned into a starry sky. Homura Akemi turned around in disbelief and hugged Madoka Kaname. Even the audience across the screen could see that Homura Akemi was suppressing something with all her strength. Ling, the familiar flame returns, and Madoka wanders alone in the scented path. It's really an eye-opening story. Hyubi, detection. Madoka Kaname's current state is just part of her humanity being pulled out of the principle of the circle, and the main server of the principle of the circle is still connected to Madoka Kaname. Her authority is just stolen. The scale of her authority is completely inferior to that of the principle of the circle, and she is just suppressing the interference of the principle of the circle with all her strength at home. Dr. May, after all, the singularity of destiny is Madoka Kaname, and her long-cherished wish is too powerful, and it may backfire on Homura Akemi at any time. Under the suppression of Homura Akemi, the surroundings return to Maedakihara, and Kaname Madoka also return to normal. Then the screen began to flash everything about Maedakihara. The strange scenes around him showed the instability of Akemi Homura's barrier. The scene stops at night, on the outskirts of Maedakihara. How is it that I sit alone in a chair leaning against nothingness, with only half of the moon left in the sky? Homura Akemi, who had gotten everything, was still alone in the end. She looked at Kaname Madoka with an evil smile and turned away. All that was left was Kyubi, shattered and trembling with fear, lying on the grass. Go to Ichiri, this feeling is so lonely. I can't go back to the past, Kiana Kaslana. In the end, Homura Akemi is still alone. Kirise Marissa, although she now has Madoka forever, why does it feel like she is not as happy as when she fought with Madoka in the second reincarnation? Kakio and Noriaki, maybe this is the price she paid for everything to get Madoka Kaname, and now she is alone watching her, unable to get close to her. Spider-Girl, Kyubi is so pitiful, he has become the devil's punching bag. Sona, this is Sujios. The scene ends here. Big discount for reading during Dragon Boat Festival. Top up 100 and get 500 VIP points. Top up now, event time, June 22nd to June 24th.